showcasing grace through clumsiness. I am the Wiz. Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you again for tuning in. If you like this review, please leave a like. And if you want to watch more, please subscribe. I do 3 reviews a week on this channel. So thank you very much for tuning in and subscribing. Alright, so we are starting a new series right now. Last year, me and Zero did the 007 debriefings. I did by myself the Star Trek series. And I'm going to start right now with a series of films by the director Jacques Tati. Jacques Tati is a French comedic director who basically does physical comedy. And I was very interested in checking him out, and I thought now is as good a time as any to check out his films. I haven't seen any of his films, so I'm going through this fresh. So here we go. We are going to start this series with his first film, which is The Big Day, otherwise known as Jour de Fete. Utilizing the same type of physical comedy used in the silent era, Jacques Tati has the strange kind of melding that I can't remember someone being able to do, having pure grace through clumsiness. And as The Big Day goes through its paces, Tati's physical comedy gifts become more and more apparent. It was astonishing to watch how perfectly Tati was able to mix bumbling buffoonery with elegance in some of the film's sight gags. Yet another thing that was really interesting to watch is the perfect timing required for some of these scenes. There are scenes in this film where Tati does some stunts that are legitimately dangerous if the timing is off by a second or two. Seeing him perform these stunts while keeping in character and remaining light was fascinating to watch. And I'm gonna note right here, you've got to see some of these scenes. Even if you have no interest in watching the movie, you need to watch some of the scenes of him trying to dodge a car or trying to fix a pole. The split-second timing you would need to make sure you don't hit your head by accident or that you seriously do not get injured is amazing to watch. And part of watching this film is being astonished with how well he performs these stunts. Moving on. It's strange though, The Big Day technically is an amazing movie to watch being performed. But here's the thing, I can't really say it's hilarious. Now, the film is funny in its way, but only in a light chuckle of sorts. That said, I did chuckle quite a bit watching the majority of the film with a scene or two that I laughed at. But was I rolling on the floor with tears in my eyes? No, not at all. But there is yet another issue that I think is a bit more of a problem. The film feels too long. Now, this is not a good thing since the film is about 85 minutes long. But honestly, the film doesn't have much in the way of story, characters, or really even a plot, honestly, to be all that interesting. It's just a gag after gag after gag. Which again, the gags are good. The gags are funny. But it does feel like the film meanders with very little point. Why not just cut to the chase of the actual fare instead of those rather lengthy setup scenes? And I'm going to note here, this film is 85 minutes. After I was done with the movie, I did something that I usually don't like doing before I write a review, and that's check other reviews, and specifically on Letterboxd. And a lot of them have the same point, and I agree with this point. This really should have been a short. There was really no reason for this to be a movie. This should have been like a 35 to 40 minute short. And this would have been perfect. But because this is about 80 minutes, it just feels way too long. And I'll keep going. But there's a lightness, a charm, and some chuckles in the film to enjoy while being astounded by Tati's gifted physical comedy. If you enjoy Chaplin or Keaton and haven't checked this out, you really should. But it might not be the first movie I'd introduce to someone showcasing this type of slapstick physical comedy. Alright, so before I get into my rating, let's go into what other people think about this film. Letterboxd users has this at a 3.6 out of 5. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a score of 100%. That being said, it's 22 reviewers, but still, this is considered a beloved film. And this did not get nominated for any Oscars. I'm going to give this a 2.5 out of 5. While this is a film that I did enjoy, I was really more or less enjoying Tati and how he was doing all these stunts more than I was actually enjoying the movie. But the gags and the physical humor and the timing required to get that all down, I think is interesting enough for a recommendation. But if I'm being honest, I thought it was fine. I thought it was just a light, decent time, but I wasn't really laughing hysterically. I was chuckling going, oh yeah, it's kind of funny. And that was about it. But I still enjoyed it. I think The Big Day is a good movie. So 2.5 out of 5 stars for The Big Day. Right now, it is streaming on the Criterion channel. However, it's not called The Big Day on the Criterion channel. It's called Jour de Fete. So if you're interested, check it out on there. I would also recommend, if you did enjoy this film, there are 3 different cuts of this film. And they're all very interesting. There's the original cut that I watched from 47. There's one that was done that Tati hired someone to paint over some of the objects in the movie, which I thought was interesting. And there's another one in the 90s where the daughter helped finance to get this film in full color. And that's the 94 version. That one is interesting. And it actually doesn't look too bad. Usually I don't like when they paint over black and white films because they really look gaudy and not really good looking at all. But this doesn't look too bad. Would I recommend watching it that way? No, but it's definitely interesting to check that out. Alright, so that is it for this review. I will be doing another Jacques Tati film next week, so thank you again for watching. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please like it. If you didn't, please subscribe. And if you have questions or comments, go ahead and leave a comment whether you liked it or not. It just helps, you know. If you want my written reviews, you can go onto my letterbox at IamThatWiz, or you can go to my website at IamTheWiz.com. Thank you very much again for watching. See you next time.